Morning. You're right, guys. Hope you're having a nice day. So as well as having your motorcycle, it's well and good riding and stuff, but then you also need to remember you've got to maintain it, keep it clean, because if you look after the vehicle, it'll look after you in the long run, it'll last a lot longer. You need to look after it. It's part of it. It's like a puppy. You've gotta take care of a puppy, gotta take care of your bike, right? So, first thing, this bike's chain driven. I haven't had it long, it doesn't need adjusting, I haven't done that many miles on it, but it does need it clean. It's getting a little bit of that orange fur on it over the winter, so what I like to do, if you're equipped with it, always put your bike on the main stand, okay? So that way you freewheel at the back, easy to get every aspect of your changes there. I mean, it's not too bad actually, I can just see it's a bit drying off a bit and a little bit of that orange fur, so go get the tools. If you don't have one of these, get one of these. They're only a £5, and yeah, go on, guess where it's from. Yeah, it's muck off, yeah. One of these, and a big, well, it's pretty big, isn't it? A big can of this. This is just chain cleaner. Very important to start with the chain cleaner. Some people might just give it a wipe over with a rag and straight over with the lube. Got to clean your chain as well. Very, very important. So all I do, you can have the engine running, bang it in gear if you're on your own, release the clutch out, just spray it on. But I like to make sure it's in every nook and crevice and cranny in the chain. So I'm just going to start the back sprocket just here and start spraying. I'm going to start rotating the tyre. Not too fast, you want to make sure you get every part of your chain till you think it's gone all the way through. And you've got your entire chain. And that's not all. So I'd say that's about right there. You can get that side as well if you desire, and the outer side as well. This stuff's pretty good, it covers all of it really. And you get your little chain cleaning tool, which looks like some sort of weird toothbrush, doesn't it? Oh, it's not. Really. On the other side, that's for getting the intricate little bits, you know, bit it on your shoulders, sir. So you whack that on like that, make sure it fits. Make sure it stays on just like that. Don't go anywhere. You hold the handle like that, and just rotate it, giving it a little bit of a shake on the way. Yeah. So what that's doing, that's taking all the little surface layer of rust off that's accumulated. See, there was an orange spot there. See, just there. It's a bit orange there. Give it a good one of them, and it just takes it all off. Takes it all off. Don't miss any bits. See, like I say, your chain's very important. Final drive at the end of the day. Poor chain maintenance can result in, well, you've seen the videos on YouTube and stuff, haven't you? Where the chain snaps, you know, and that could be catastrophic. Not only could you damage your whole bike, but that could cut up and hit you, distract you, and you're coming off. That's how very important it is to keep chain maintenance. Ooh, smells nice as well. Woo! A good sign that you've done it right is when you take it off. You can see. Here you can see that very well. On the brush itself, it's quite mucky. It's quite orangey. You've got that little bit of surface rust in there. So we know that's done its job. So what you're supposed to do now, put that down, is let it dry out. You let that dry if you've got time. We're actually off for a nice little spin today. So I'm just going to give it a little bit of a wipe, a little bit of a hand to make sure it's dry. So again, you can rotate your tyre, just like that. So if you don't have a main stand, there is a way of doing your chain as well. Just clean it, but tighten it. You just have to rock it back and forth a few times, making sure it's nice and tight. This one's pretty easy. If you did need to adjust the chain, it's Allen keys, as on previous videos, which is absolutely brilliant. And that's an Enfield thing. They seem to all use Allen keys, which is great. There we go. So, as you can see, the orange rust's all gone. That's there we go. See there, see? Makes all the difference, and that took what? Less than a minute? That's how good it is. So, once you've done that, and that's nice and dry, the other aspect is lubing up your chain. Now, there's different kinds of lube for different kinds of weathers. Fortunately, I haven't stocked up on any of the wax at the minute. In the winter, I like to use, it's like a pasty wax, chain wax they call it. You can get that from any shop really, cheap enough. Coat that on and that will last, that will stay on, that will protect your chain. Fortunately, I've only got the summer stuff at the minute, which I will be right back. This isn't mug off. No, this is just standard dry tech chain. So it says Ultimate Racing Lube chain, but any lube is better than no lube. You don't want a dry chain. You'll know it. It'll kink, and you'll have to replace the chain easier sooner than you would. You get longer life out of a chain if you lube it up. All you do with that stuff, this one's got a handy little nozzle on. A lot of them are just spray on, but this one's pretty good. It keeps it off your wheels and everything. So you just pick a point. I'm going to start at the back. Nice. Again, go really slow here. You want to make sure you're covering all your chain. You don't want to miss a bit. What's that old saying? One link in the chain, it's as strong as your weakest link. Oh, I don't know. Boomer thing. There you go. Lovely. See, you can see that that's wetter already. Lovely. I'm happy with that. If you want to be perfectionist, you coat this side, left side of the chain, and the right side of the chain. Now, once you do that, if you don't let it dry or anything, you're riding, you're going to get a bit of spray on your back rim. All you do there, after the ride, come back, wipe it all off. And it's as easy as that. In between cleans, if you've done a main clean, and you can't be bothered for another month to do another clean, right? Helpful little hack of just doing an in-between clean, I found, is my experience. See, if you've got anything else, just give us a comment. But it's good old-fashioned little can motorcycle degreaser. This stuff is brilliant.
What is it?
Well, this one's just standard Mukov motorcycle degreaser.
Yeah.
Got half a can left. What I just do, I get two cloths. This is me personally, I don't know if anyone else. I get a dry one, it's a blue one, and a black one, a wet one. Don't get the two of the same colours, because like you confuse yourself then. You're like, no, did I do that with the right one? Anyway, so observe. So as you can see, the back here in the swing arm of my Enfield, it's a little bit mucky, isn't it?
A little bit.
A little bit. This is me just, yeah, it's been ridden. I like to ride my bikes, don't hide them. So all I do, start with the exhaust here, as you can see. Just spray it on, make sure you avoid getting any on your disc or your brake itself. Because then, well, you won't be stopping very well, will you? So, just getting it all on it. Nice little strokes. So, you need to stop, you can do. So that's just the end can I've done there. Get your rag, or cloth, or whatever, even tissue will do. Just get it all on. Nice clean. All on, wipe it all over. You can already see it looks better already. That takes all the crud off, things like that. Get right in the little crevices and things that you can't with a sponge, for example. Right in there. Right there, along all the way. Wherever you can. Even on the frame itself. I've got this before, you can see that's absolutely gleaming now. Obviously for the bits in here where it collects salt, things like that, you're best using your jet wash. If you get a specific jet wash, again, it's another muck off. They actually make one for it, so you're not going to jet all your paint off.
Are you sponsored by Muck After?
I just think they're good. Just think they're good. So that's had a bit of time on. What's the word? Aggravating it? No? I don't know. It's all the word is. So that's on. Get your dry one. And a little wipe down. That just gets all the crud off, all the salt. You don't want salt staying on your bike over winter. Whoa.
That's where the ACF 50 comes in there, isn't it?
And of course, yes, once you've cleaned it to a T with the editing sponge or however you do it, it's always good to have a little bit of ACF 50, and that stops any corrosion, any rust getting in. It's brilliant.
It's like a protective barrier, isn't it?
It
just sits on.
Protective barrier, stops all the salt and everything getting in. And at the end of the day, you can always wash that off. Oh, excuse me. Wash it off. And start again, just do that. But what I do, rather than lather it all on, because sometimes it gets a bit, you can tell in the sunlight it gets a bit mucky, I use a little paintbrush on the finer bits, just the finer bits, like my engine case and nuts here, bolts. I've got, see, I know you can't see my finger there, but it's all still on from the last time. So I don't need to clean that just yet, because I know that's being protected. So as you can see, comes up spotless. That's just the exhaust.
Is that the dry rag you've got now? Yeah?
That is the dry one, so that just gets it nice and shiny, all that. So that's cleaned that pretty well, I think. Are you?
Yes.
It's always handy as well, the little bits that build up muck that you can't really, you wouldn't see at a quick glance. The little finer bits, it's nice to get in. So I do my suspension here, so that way you can see on these rings if there's any rust coming through and like that, any cracks. Always said the best way to keep maintenance on your bike is routine cleaning, you're more likely to notice anything that's out of place that shouldn't be there, or oh dear, a bit of paint's coming off there, or how can I treat this bit, for example. Quite simple but effective. Okay, so we get it round in the rings, round in there. You can even give it the old bathroom style one if you want. You know, the towel, you guys know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you know the one. A bit like that, right in there. Okay, that gets it out. All the chrome that's in the middle there, and the top just there. And you get the dry rag, and give the old one of them, wipe it off. Obviously, if you're going out in the wet or it's a bit damp, it won't last 5 minutes, really. But that's the beauty of owning a bike, isn't it? Routine cleaning. So after most rides, some of you will actually get out, clean it, it's done, tuck it away for the winter. And there you go. We've got a bike later, I'm going to show you, that needs chain adjusting. I haven't seen what it looks like yet. He's only young, the guy, the bike it is, so it could be bouncing on the floor, or it could be really orange, we don't know. Stick with us, we'll go find out. CBT bikes.
This is no. This is what they gave me to do my CBT on. So I was thinking I better not.
Yeah, we're just gonna have a go of tightening this chap's chain here. It's a bit slack. I'd say it's over 3 inches. 1 inch of slack is what they say. It says on the chain guard as well. A lot of them do. That says there. On mine it says the tolerance you can have. Anything over. You're supposed to get a ruler out and do all that, but we all know what 1 inch is, don't we?
25 mil.
25 mil. So we'll start with a bit of WD, any sort of oil. Get it on the old slackers there. Don't need to go crazy, just so it penetrates. Get some on the main nut as well. Just so it's easier for us to get loose in that. Spot on. So you see on here as well, this one, you've got your guide here. So you've got grooves in there. That's where, so you want it on one of these grooves at all times. If it gets too slack and you're back here, that's time to get a new chain. So I'd say probably the end2 there, a new chain, which is cheap enough. Get your chain. You can do chains yourself as well. So you a bit of practice on that one. You get your the King Link. The King Link sounds good, doesn't it? That you get it on, match it up, get it in, tap it in. Little test. It's easy enough. We'll do that next time. So we've got that. We've got the oil on there.
What's the plan now, John?
So I'm going to get my tools out, get my socket set out, I'll get my spanners, and we'll have a go at tightening. You've got to do it evenly each side, half a turn each side. Otherwise, if you do one too much, the back wheel will start to go out of alignment. That's when you're riding like that. Thinking, why am I going like this? It
bounces off the cog then. And
it'll bounce off the cog. Unfortunately, it's happened to this chap before. The chain's come off because it's been that slack. That's how important it is to keep on top of your chain maintenance. So, let's get the tools.